Transportation is a big part of my daily life because I need it to go to work, visit friends, and buy food. Every morning, I think about how I will move from one place to another. Sometimes I walk because it feels calm and healthy. Other days, I take the bus because it saves time. Transportation helps me feel connected to the city. When I cannot move easily, I feel tired and stressed, so good transportation makes my day better.
I feel the same way about transportation because it affects my mood and my plans. When buses come late, I feel impatient and a little angry. When everything works well, I feel relaxed and happy. I often use the subway because it is fast and easy. I like to watch people and listen to music while I ride. Transportation is not only about moving, but also about how we feel during the journey.
When I was younger, I walked almost everywhere with my family. We did not have a car, so walking was normal for me. I remember feeling free and curious when I walked on small streets. Now I use more transportation, but walking is still special. It helps me think and breathe. Walking is slow, but it gives me time. I feel peaceful when I walk, especially in the evening after a long day.
I grew up using cars a lot because my family lived far from the city. We needed a car for school, shopping, and trips. I felt safe inside the car, but sometimes bored. As I got older, I started using buses and trains. At first, it felt strange, but now I enjoy it. Public transportation makes me feel independent and more connected to other people around me.
Buses are very important in my life because they go almost everywhere in the city. I feel grateful when I see a bus stop near my home. Sometimes buses are crowded and I feel uncomfortable, but I try to stay calm. I like sitting near the window and watching buildings pass by. When the bus is quiet, I feel relaxed. When it is loud, I feel tired, but I understand it is part of city life.
I use buses often too, especially when the weather is bad. On rainy days, buses feel warm and safe. I do not like waiting in the rain, so I feel annoyed if the bus is late. Still, buses help many people, and I respect that. I like seeing different people on the bus. It reminds me that everyone is going somewhere important, just like me.
Trains make me feel excited because they are fast and powerful. When I hear the train sound, I feel energy. I like sitting inside and feeling the movement. Trains help people travel long distances easily. I remember my first train trip feeling nervous and happy at the same time. Now I feel confident using trains. They save time and make traveling feel simple, even when the trip is long.
I enjoy trains because they are smooth and organized. I feel comfortable knowing when the train will arrive and leave. Timetables help me feel in control. When a train is delayed, I feel disappointed, but it doesn't happen often. I like reading or listening to music on trains. Trains give me quiet time, and that helps me relax and prepare my mind for the day.
Cars are useful, but they also make me feel mixed emotions. I feel happy when a car helps me travel easily, but I feel worried about traffic and pollution. When roads are crowded, I feel stressed. I do not drive every day, but sometimes it is necessary. Cars give freedom, but they also bring responsibility. I feel careful when I think about safety, rules, and other drivers on the road.
Driving a car makes me feel strong and independent, but also responsible. I must focus and think about others. Traffic jams make me angry, especially after work. Still, cars are helpful for family trips and heavy bags. I enjoy quiet drives at night when roads are empty. At those moments, I feel calm and peaceful. Cars can be stressful, but they can also feel comforting.
Bicycles make me feel happy and healthy. When I ride a bike, I feel the air on my face and my body moving. It feels free and natural. I like using a bike in parks or quiet streets. Sometimes I feel scared of cars, but I try to be careful. Riding a bike makes me smile and forget stress. It feels like a small adventure, even on short trips.
I enjoy bicycles too, especially on sunny days. Riding a bike makes me feel young and active. I like hearing nature and city sounds together. At first, biking in traffic made me nervous, but now I feel more confident. Bikes are good for the environment, and that makes me feel proud.
Even when I'm tired, biking gives me energy and a positive mood.
Walking, buses, trains, cars, and bikes all have different feelings for me. Some feel calm, some feel fast, and some feel stressful. I choose transportation based on my mood and time. When I'm in a hurry, I choose speed. When I'm tired, I choose comfort. Transportation is not only about distance, but also about emotions. How I move changes how I feel inside.
I agree, because transportation affects our emotions more than we notice. When I rush, I feel pressure. When I move slowly, I feel relaxed. Choosing transportation is like choosing how my day will start. Even small choices matter. If I walk, I feel peaceful. If I drive, I feel focused. Transportation shapes my thoughts, my energy, and my attitude during the day.
Public transportation teaches patience because I must wait and share space. Sometimes I feel annoyed, but I try to breathe and stay calm. Watching people helps me feel less alone. Everyone has a story. Public transportation feels like a small world. I learn to respect others and their space. Even when it is uncomfortable, I remind myself that we are all moving forward together.
I feel the same way on public transportation. Sharing space is not always easy, but it's important. I learn tolerance and understanding. When I see tired workers or students, I feel empathy. It helps me think less about myself. Public transportation connects people from different lives. That makes me feel part of something bigger, even during a simple ride.
Sometimes transportation problems make me feel helpless. Delays, traffic, or broken trains can ruin plans. When that happens, I feel frustrated and tired. I try to stay positive and find another way. Deep breaths help me calm down. Transportation teaches me flexibility. I cannot control everything, but I can control my reaction. That lesson is useful not only for travel, but for life.
I agree that transportation acclimates our emotions more than we notice. When I rush, I feel pressure. When I move slowly, I feel relaxed. Choosing transportation is like choosing how my day will start. Even small choices matter. If I walk, I feel peaceful. If I drive, I feel focused. Transportation shapes my thoughts, my energy, and my attitude during the day.
Good transportation makes cities feel alive and friendly. When transportation works well, people smile more and move easily. I feel happy seeing buses, bikes, and people walking together. It feels organized and safe. Transportation helps people meet, work, and live better. Without it, cities feel broken. I feel thankful when transportation supports daily life smoothly and brings people closer.
Cities with good transportation feel comfortable and welcoming to me. I feel less stressed and more confident moving around. Clear signs and clean vehicles make a big difference. When transportation is easy, I feel free to explore new places. It helps me discover cafes, parks, and neighborhoods. Transportation shapes how we experience a city and how much we enjoy living there.
I think about transportation choices more now than before. I care about the environment and my health. Walking or biking makes me feel responsible and proud. Using public transportation feels helpful to society. Small choices matter. Even one bus ride instead of a car ride feels meaningful. Transportation is part of how I show care for the world around me.
I also think more about my choices. I want transportation that is safe, clean, and fair. When I choose better options, I feel good inside. It gives me purpose. I believe transportation can improve lives if used wisely. Thinking about others makes my decisions feel important. Transportation is not only personal, it's shared by everyone.
Transportation connects moments in our lives. From morning to night, it helps us move between dreams and duties. I feel grateful for every safe trip. Even small journeys matter. They shape our routines and memories. Transportation is quiet but powerful. It carries emotions, hopes, and daily stories. Thinking about it makes me feel more aware of my life and my movement.
I feel that transportation is like a bridge between who we are and where we want to be. Each ride is a small step forward. Sometimes it's smooth, sometimes difficult, but always meaningful. Transportation supports our goals and our relationships. Reflecting on it helps me appreciate simple things. Movement is part of being human, and transportation makes it possible.
Morning transportation feels very different from evening transportation for me. In the morning, I feel rushed and focused because I think about time. I walk faster and watch the clock. My mind feels busy. In the evening, transportation feels slower and softer. I feel tired but calm. I enjoy sitting and relaxing. The same bus feels different because my emotions change with the time of day.
I notice that too. In the morning, I feel pressure and responsibility. I check schedules and worry about being late. My body feels tense. In the evening, transportation feels like rest time. I can breathe and think quietly. Even noise feels less annoying. My emotions change the journey. Transportation is the same, but how I feel inside changes everything about the ride.
Weather changes how I feel about transportation a lot. On sunny days, I feel happy walking or riding a bike. The light makes everything feel easy. On rainy days, I feel heavy and slow. I want to stay dry and warm. Snow makes transportation beautiful but difficult. I feel excited but careful. Weather teaches me to choose transportation wisely and respect nature.
Weather affects me strongly too. Rain makes me impatient when I wait outside. Cold air makes me want comfort. On warm days, I enjoy longer routes and fresh air. Bad weather can make transportation stressful, but it also makes me grateful when I arrive safely. Weather reminds me that transportation depends on nature, and we must adapt to it.
When transportation is crowded, my emotions become mixed. I feel uncomfortable because space is small. At the same time, I feel connected to others. Everyone shares the same ride. I try to be polite and patient. Deep breathing helps me stay calm. Crowded transportation teaches me respect and awareness. It is not easy, but it helps me grow emotionally.
Crowded places make me feel nervous at first. I do not like noise and close space. After some time, I relax and accept it. I remind myself that it is temporary. I try to focus on music or thoughts. Crowded transportation is challenging, but it teaches control and understanding. It shows me that sharing space is part of modern life.
Quiet transportation moments are my favorite. When the bus is calm or the train is silent, I feel peaceful. I can think clearly and listen to my breath. These moments feel personal and gentle. I enjoy looking outside and watching the world move slowly. Quiet rides feel like rest for my heart. They help me recharge emotionally.
I love quiet rides too. Silence makes me feel balanced and focused. It is a rare moment in a busy day. I can reflect and relax. Even short, quiet trips feel valuable. Transportation becomes more than movement, it becomes space for thought. Quiet journeys help me feel centered and ready for whatever comes next.
Long transportation trips make me feel many emotions. At first, I feel excited about the journey. After some time, I feel tired and bored. I try to stay positive by listening to music or reading. Long trips teach patience. They remind me that reaching a place takes time. I learn to enjoy the process, not only the destination.
Long trips affect me similarly. I start with energy and curiosity. Later, my body feels heavy. I change positions and stretch. I remind myself why I'm traveling. Thinking about the purpose helps me stay calm. Long transportation trips teach endurance. They help me accept discomfort and focus on the reward at the end.
Short trips feel light and easy. I do not worry much. Even walking 5 minutes feels pleasant. Short transportation gives me comfort and control. I feel relaxed knowing the trip will end soon. It reduces stress and makes movement enjoyable. Short trips remind me that small movements are important and meaningful in daily life.
I enjoy short trips too because they feel simple. There is no pressure or planning. I feel free and flexible. Short transportation moments are easy to handle emotionally. They help break the day into soft parts. Even small rides give me a sense of progress. Short trips show me that movement does not need to be big to matter.
Transportation safety is very important to me. When I feel safe, my mind feels calm. Good lighting, clear signs, and polite drivers help me relax. When I feel unsafe, my body becomes tense. I pay attention to my surroundings. Safety changes how much I enjoy the journey. Feeling protected allows me to focus on positive emotions.
Safety matters a lot to me as well. I feel anxious when rules are not followed. Clear systems make me trust transportation more. When I trust the system, I feel relaxed and confident. Safety creates comfort. It helps me enjoy the ride instead of worrying. Good transportation protects both the body and the mind.
Technology has changed transportation in many ways. Apps help me plan routes and times. I feel more prepared and confident. When technology works, I feel grateful. When it fails, I feel lost and stressed. Still, technology makes transportation easier overall. It gives me control and reduces uncertainty during travel.
I rely on technology too. Maps and alerts save time and energy. I feel smarter using them. Sometimes I worry about depending too much on technology. Still, it improves my experience. Technology helps transportation feel modern and organized. It supports better decisions and helps me stay calm during unexpected changes.
Transportation also affects my social life. Easy travel helps me meet friends and family. I feel happy knowing I can reach people I love. When transportation is difficult, I feel lonely. Distance feels bigger. Good transportation brings people closer emotionally. It supports relationships and memories. Movement creates connection beyond physical space.
I feel that strongly too. Transportation helps maintain relationships. Being able to visit someone makes me feel connected and supported. When transportation is limited, I feel separated. Easy movement builds strong bonds. Transportation is not only about places, but also about people. It allows relationships to grow and stay alive.
Different cultures use transportation differently. Learning about this makes me curious and respectful. Some places walk more, others drive more. I feel interested in these differences. Transportation shows lifestyle and values. Understanding this helps me appreciate diversity. Movement reflects culture, habits, and priorities. Transportation tells stories about how people live.
Cultural differences in transportation fascinate me too. Seeing how people move teaches me about their daily lives. It opens my mind. I'm inspired by simple systems and creative solutions. Transportation reflects history and environment. Learning about it makes travel richer and more meaningful. It helps me understand the world better.
Transportation habits change over time. I notice my choices changing as my life changes. What felt right before may feel different now. I feel more thoughtful and aware. Growth changes movement. Transportation adapts to needs and emotions. This reminds me that life is always moving and changing, just like the roads we travel.
I see change in my habits too. Experience teaches me better choices. I feel wiser and more patient. Transportation evolves with age and lifestyle. What matters is balance. Recognizing change helps me accept growth. Movement reflects who we are now, not who we were before. Transportation mirrors personal development.
Transportation is a quiet teacher in my life. It teaches patience, responsibility, and awareness. Every ride holds a lesson. Even small delays teach calmness. I feel thankful for these lessons. Transportation shapes daily emotions and reactions. It trains me to handle life with flexibility and understanding.
I agree deeply. Transportation teaches resilience and acceptance. It reminds me that control is limited. Learning to adapt brings peace. Every journey adds experience. Transportation becomes a mirror for life challenges. Recognizing its lessons helps me grow emotionally and mentally through everyday movement.
I also feel thankful for choices. Being able to walk, ride, or drive gives freedom. Some people do not have these options. Remembering this creates gratitude. Ending this conversation reminds me not to complain too quickly. Transportation access is a gift. Awareness brings humility and appreciation for what works well in my life.
That gratitude is important. Having options means having control. Ending this discussion helps me recognize privilege and responsibility. Transportation systems support opportunity. Using them respectfully matters. Gratitude changes frustration into acceptance. Remembering this can improve daily mood and attitude during travel.
Transportation connects moments quietly, from home to work, from friends to rest. It supports transitions. These transitions shape emotions. Ending this topic helps me notice transitions more gently. I want to use travel time as emotional preparation, not stress. Transportation can be a space for calm thinking and reflection.
I like that idea. Transportation is a bridge between moments. Ending this reflection helps me see travel time as valuable, not empty. Using it wisely can improve mental balance. Transportation gives pause between tasks. That pause can bring clarity and calm if used mindfully.
I feel that transportation mirrors life, sometimes smooth, sometimes difficult. Learning to move through it calmly builds strength. Ending this topic gives me motivation to stay flexible. I want to accept changes without losing peace. Transportation reminds me that progress continues even with obstacles.
That comparison feels true. Transportation reflects life's rhythm. Ending this discussion helps me trust the process more. Not everything needs control. Movement continues even when plans change. Accepting this brings emotional balance and confidence.
Thinking deeply about transportation makes me feel wiser. Simple things carry lessons. Ending this conversation makes me want to stay observant. Small daily experiences can teach big ideas. Transportation becomes a quiet guide through routine life.
I feel wiser too. Awareness transforms ordinary movement into learning. Ending this topic strengthens appreciation for daily systems. Transportation becomes meaningful when noticed. Learning from it improves emotional awareness and patience.
I feel calm reaching the end of this reflection. Transportation no longer feels invisible. Ending this discussion changes how I will experience future journeys. I want to move with awareness and gratitude. Transportation becomes part of emotional growth and self-understanding.
I feel calm as well. Ending this conversation leaves clarity. Transportation deserves respect and mindfulness. Carrying these thoughts forward can improve daily life. Awareness transforms routine movement into meaningful experience.
Transportation will continue to shape my days quietly. Ending this topic helps me accept that movement is constant. Learning to move peacefully is a life skill. I feel ready to carry this awareness into daily routines with patience and care.
I agree completely. Transportation stays with us always. Ending this reflection helps me move forward with understanding. Calm movement supports balanced living. Every journey becomes an opportunity to practice awareness.
I feel thankful for this moment of reflection. Ending this discussion brings a sense of closure. Transportation feels familiar yet deeper now. I want to respect movement as part of life's flow. This awareness feels comforting and steady.
I share that feeling. Ending this conversation brings appreciation. Transportation connects life pieces quietly. Respecting it improves daily experience. Carrying awareness forward adds meaning to every journey.
As this topic ends, I feel peaceful. Transportation remains part of my life, but now with more understanding. Ending this reflection gives clarity and calm. I want to move forward gently, aware of emotions and surroundings during every journey.
I feel peace too. Ending this discussion creates balance. Transportation continues, but awareness stays. Moving with calm improves life quality. Carrying this mindset forward helps every step, ride, and road feel more meaningful.